Well, good evening, Knicks Nation. I hope you're all healthy and safe today. And I hope that your family is also healthy and safe, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Um, I want to go over the ramifications for the Knicks of all that happened today. As I always say, my focus is the Knicks and the Knicks winning. That's my focus. The Knicks and the Knicks winning. I don't care really about other teams. I enjoy basketball. I have an appreciation for great basketball when it's played even by other teams. But my focus and the reason I started this channel was because my focus is on the Knicks. So everything that happened today, what my focus is how does it affect the Knicks? And welcome to the chat, Jeffrey. Welcome, Jeffrey. Welcome, Rich Jim, Superstar, my brother, Malik Shabazz, my brother, Valix Prime Sports. Welcome. My man, L. Marshall, Cash Out James, my brother, Glenn Costa, my brother. Welcome, Guilford McCormick, my brother. What's good with y'all? Hope everybody's good. I wanted to go over, this is not going to be a long live stream. I don't think so, but I just wanted to go over from some things. Miss Felicia Lee, good evening. Blessings to you and your family. Quan Johnson, salute. Jay from Washington Heights, my man. How you doing up there in Dominican land? Little DR, what's up? And all right, Johnny Davis, what's up? CH, how y'all doing? Jay Supreme, what's up? What's up? Hempstead, the big stairs checking in. Good. And Cherokee Indian, my brother. Northern Tribes. Okay. Just a few things. Let's first start with the Hart. Miss Stevenson, hi. Soulfinger 12. Anthony DeSeri, how y'all doing? What's up? What's up? JR DeCosta, nice to meet you at the game. JR DeCosta was at the game the other night also. Saw him, was blessed to meet him. King John, 1985. Oh, man. Malik, my man, politically not correct. What's up, all of y'all? Oh, just to let y'all know, I already got tickets for the March 23rd game, Knicks against Orlando on March 23rd. And I want to say something too. I got 2 tickets for me and my homie, but my homie just let me know he probably won't be able to make it. So I may have an extra ticket if somebody's interested. I'll give you the details. It's in row 8 is section. I was in section 106, row 12 for this last game. Yeah, I'm in the Orlando area. I'm going to be in section 106 again, but this time it's in row 8. So we're a little closer to the floor this time than we were last time. We had good seats though, where I was last time. I thought it was closer to the bench, but it wasn't. And I was behind the Orlando bench and not behind the Knicks bench. Hard to tell on that, on that map they show you where you're going to be. But anyway, I may have an extra ticket. If you're interested in the ticket, it's section 106, row 8. Let me know, email me, and we can talk about it. All right. So first thing, the Josh Hart trade. First off, a couple of things about the trade. Number one, before the trade went down, we talked about just a few days ago, if you remember, before the trade went down, we were talking about what we wanted to see. Remember, we did a vote. We talked about OG Anunoby. We talked about Sadiq Bey. We talked about Alex Caruso. We didn't talk about Josh Hart. But if you remember, I was more into the Caruso deal because it was a cheaper deal, and I felt like he can strengthen Mobb Deep. You remember that? I felt like it was a cheaper deal, wouldn't cost as much, and we could strengthen Mobb Deep. And I told y'all that probably the biggest move was going to be Cam being moved. And I had mentioned Hart myself, but it ended up being Hart. But the thing is, we're going to find out more details, but the first round pick that was sent is heavily protected. It's top 10 protected, something like that. So it's protected pick, and we still got the Dallas pick. So we still got to pick this coming draft, whether it's our own or Dallas's. So we'll find out what pick they sent to Portland and under what guys they sent it. But we could very well still have 2 picks, but we definitely going to have 1 pick. Okay. And we still got the Knicks still got a plethora of number 1 picks, including protected picks. So I wouldn't worry too much about losing the pick here. Josh Hart, not a great shooter, an adequate 3-point shooter, a really good shooter from the floor, though, 50% from the floor. He's more mid-range inside. Great rebounder from the two. He's really a two guard, but he plays the three because he really rebounds the ball exceptionally well. Tough kid, just like Jalen Brunson. Defender, high-level defender, high-level IQ. Okay? And what type of player is that? That's Tibbs type of play. High IQ, veteran, high-level defender, scores in mid-range. And so he fits the bill. We got him relatively cheap. We were going to trade Cam anyway. They traded Cam. A protected first, fine. We get the kid. Okay. This is the deal, though. Last year, if you recall, when the Knicks traded for Cam, Tiz wasn't with it. Both Berman and Ian Begley said Tiz wasn't with it. Okay? Tiz wasn't with it. So there was already from the beginning a disconnect between the Don and Tibbs, the front office and Tibbs on this move. But this move, they were all in. They were all in together. You notice that. Tibbs was with it. Front office was with it. The Don was with it. Everybody was on board with getting Josh Hart. And so this is what I'm saying is the Don learned his lesson from last year. Don't bring no players in here that Tibbs don't want. Okay? So he learned that lesson from last year. So I expect that there's a possibility you can very well see a 10-man rotation because when you look at the rotation, and I don't always, y'all know I don't hold ESPN in too high a regard, but I'm looking at the depth chart and it looks pretty good to me. So you got Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Jericho Sims starting. You got Miles McBride, Emmanuel Quickly, Josh Hart, Obi Toppin, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And that's a really good squad. That's a very good squad right there. Okay, that's a very good squad right there. What's up, Andrew Abraham? That's a very good squad right there. So they really did what we kind of expected them to do. They made an incremental move that strengthened Mobb Deep. So they're not still in championship window yet. We're going to talk about that with regard to Mikal Bridges in a second. But they're not in championship window, but they just took a step forward in terms of being stronger and getting better. And you know what? Hart is a rental. You'll know that, right? Josh Hart's a rental. His contract, for all practical purposes, expires this summer. Okay? So they could re-sign him. But for right now, he's a rental. Okay? So they get to see if this works out. I think it will, but just to let y'all know that. Okay. Now, I think Hart will probably make his debut in the Knicks probably Saturday night. They got a game tomorrow night against Philly. I doubt he plays in that game, but he'll probably play either Saturday night against Utah or Monday night against Brooklyn. So he'll probably make his debut pretty soon. And so we'll get to start seeing him play. And it's good that they got him done at this time because they got about a week more of games and then the All-Star break. And they get a chance to practice with him and get him acclimated to the system. I don't think he's going to have any problem fitting in the system. Coming out of Jay Wright's system at Villanova, I don't think he's going to have any problem. He knows defense. He's a high IQ, as I mentioned. I don't think he's going to have any problem. I think he's going to have an immediate impact on the Knicks. It's not like the Knicks are dependent on him for shooting. He's not a great shooter, but he's that mid-range, finish at the rim, tough dude. Okay, high IQ, backdoor cutting, tough dude. So he's gonna have impact right away. I think you're gonna see an impact from him right away. It's gonna be really good to see that the combinations Tibbs throws out there with Josh Hart at his disposal. Okay. Obi Toppin, the thing that came out of it, one of the two important things that came out of this, did y'all hear Ian talk about the interest around the league in Obi Toppin? Did y'all hear that? That teams were calling and offering first rounders, more than one, for Obi Toppin. Okay? They were offering more than one first for Obi Toppin. So he has value around the league right now. It's going to be interesting because Ian Begley is not sure because he talked out of both sides of his mouth. He said they don't know if they want to sign both Obi and IQ. He said in one breath. And then he said, but they're reluctant to trade him. So it's kind of both sides, which leads me to Mikal Bridges. I listened to the podcast that Woj did after the trade deadline. I listened just parts of it, the important parts for the Knicks. One of the important parts was, and I told y'all that this morning, every team in the NBA is going to be knocking on Brooklyn's door about Mikal Bridges. What Woj said, two things. What Woj said is that one team offered 4 number ones, and the Nets said no. Not that the Nets are intending on hanging on to Mikal forever, but they will revisit it in the summer. Memphis wanted him. All the teams was calling about Mikal Bridges. I told y'all, see? And let me just make this clear for y'all, because I think, and I'm going to put the blame on myself. I'm going to blame myself for this. I wasn't clear. Some of y'all thought, and some of y'all have the mistaken attitude that because a player gets traded, that you're giving up on the player or there's something wrong with the player. That's the wrong attitude. It's from, I guess, that negativity that you get from the media all the time, that you just jump negative right away. Did Phoenix give up on Mikal Bridges when they traded him for Kevin Durant? I mean, if you follow that logic. Did Phoenix give up on Mikal Bridges when they traded him for Kevin Durant? No, they didn't. They traded Mikal Bridges because you got to bring ass to get ass. They traded Mikal Bridges to get a superstar. Okay? They didn't give up on him. So my point is, just because somebody's getting traded doesn't mean you're giving up on them. Sometimes you're just getting a better player or somebody that's more ready now. See, the Suns are in all-in window, championship window right now. Devin Booker had 1 foot out the door. CP3, basketball-wise, is 1 foot in the grave. So, and Ayton was making noise about being traded. So they have to do something to try to win now. Right? So I mentioned RJ Barrett today in the trade for Mikal Bridges because of the salary. Because Mikal he signed, I think it was a $90-something million deal. He's getting $20 million. And come July 1st, RJ is getting $24 million. So that works. But, and then some of y'all was mentioning this poison pill. That don't mean crap. They can get that done. Poison pill ain't stopping no trade if they wanted to get it done. Okay. And then some of y'all are on this tip. The Nets will never do business with the Knicks. What the hell's wrong with some of y'all? This is the NBA. This is the league, man. This is about money. Y'all understand? This ain't monopoly. This is real money. What's wrong with some of y'all? Nets ain't gonna do no business with the Knicks. What the? Y'all getting back on that blueprint for greatness crap. That's played out, man. Just like some of y'all still tripping on KP because of 5 years ago. Stop it. It's over. Move forward, please. Okay? Okay. Now look. It don't matter to me whether it's RJ or whether it's Obi and another player like a D Rose or a Fournier, or whether it's IQ and Fournier. Any one of them. I don't care. As long as it's just one of them now. And you make the money match with Fournier's contract. I'd give up 3 number ones. Hell yeah. You know why? Listen here. You get I'm not going to trade Obi for Vanderbilt. Let's not get carried away. Vanderbilt. Obi's a starter coming off the bench. Vanderbilt is a bench player coming off the bench. But anyway, I would give up that for Mikal Bridges. Y'all need to understand something. Mikal Bridges is 26. Mikal Bridges was all NBA defense last year. Mikal Bridges shoots daggone near 40% for his career from three. Mikal Bridges got 7-foot wingspan. Mikal Bridges has already been in the finals and played and showed out. See, that's what I'm saying. You'd be trading one of the three youngins for a dude that can step in and is ready on day one, playoff tested at 26, all NBA defense at 26. That's what I'm talking about. See, some of y'all need to look, and some of y'all don't even know who Mikal. Some of y'all act like you didn't even know who Mikal Bridges was. I was like, what? See, the thing is, yes, that's a track. Jim, you made my point for me. You didn't realize it. Listen, Rich Jim said, RJ at 26 will be better than Bridges. I don't know that, but I'm going to give you this, Jim. Let's say he'll be just as good as Bridges is now. That's my point, though. Now. Bridges is now. By the time RJ's 26, we would have won a chip already. That's what I'm telling you. Okay? That's my point. By the time RJ's 26 in 4 years, we might have won a chip already. You understand? We might have won one already. That's what I'm saying. 26 years old. And look. Some of y'all whining about OG. That Negro can't even stay healthy. What y'all whining about him for? He can't even play 50 games a year. What's wrong with y'all? Best ability is what? What? Availability. What's wrong with y'all? Mikal Bridges played all 82 games last year. He ain't miss a game. Wake up. Come on, y'all. Wake up. He ain't miss a game. He ain't miss a game this year either. Not one. Okay? Come on, y'all. So, yeah, I give up 3 number ones. I give up RJ or Obi plus. I give up Obi plus Fournier or IQ plus Fournier. Make the money work. Give them 3 number ones. I give them all that from Mikal Bridges. Because, and just for one of them now, I'm not going to give up 2 of them now. 2 of my youngins. I'm giving up one of them the money. See what I'm saying? See? So that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all need to wake up, man. Get out of the dream world, man. It's real. So that's what I'm saying. Now, look here. But the Nets are smart. They know what they got. They're not keeping them. See, some of y'all don't understand this, man. The Nets are in rebuild mode. What does that mean? They wouldn't put all their chips in the table to get Kyrie and KD. Anybody would do that. But they played the game and they lost. You understand? They put all their chips in the table, put it on black, and it came up red. Right? They put all their chips in the table, came up, let's get black. And it was red. They lost. So once you do that, you got to break it down, start over. So what are you looking for? You're looking for young players and draft capital. That's the basic formula for rebuild. Young players and draft capital. Okay? That's what you're looking for. Okay. For that means you trading what you could trade and getting as much as you could get. So Mikal right now is their most valuable asset. He's their most valuable asset. This summer is going to be very interesting. There's going to be a bidding war for Mikal Bridges this summer. I don't know if the Knicks could win the bidding war. I don't know. Because there was some teams like Memphis that was after him. And they settled for, I think they got the kid from the Clippers. They got the boy from the Clippers out of Duke, the left-handed boy. He could shoot it too. I forgot his name. But he could shoot the rock. They couldn't wait. So some people couldn't wait. So they went and did what they had to do. Luke Kennard, right. They couldn't wait. So they went and did what they had to do now. But the Don said, let's wait. Let's wait. This summer is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay? Draft night is going to be very interesting. All right? So the Knicks still has a number one. They still have a number one pick. Obi Toppin is in demand. He's going to be in demand from now all the way through the extension. And don't you think that he and his people don't now understand how valuable he is around the league. The Knicks have been getting calls, according to Ian Begley, on both Obi and Emmanuel quickly. We almost thought they were going to trade Quick because Quick could start. Quick could start on a number of teams. He could start. Okay? Don't think he don't know that. The Wizards need a point guard. He's from the Maryland area. Don't think he don't know that. Okay? So it's going to be a very interesting summer. Now, the key thing, though, is what we're all going to see, which is going to be very important. How will the Knicks perform in the playoffs this year? I don't think there's any doubt they're going to the playoffs. How will they perform in the playoffs this year? That's going to be very key. Because and what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. Quick is going to be turning out. Quick is big time playoff performer, just like Brunson. Quick going to be turning out. Josh Hart going to be turning out. Juju going to be turning out. We're going to see what happens with RJ. We're going to see what happens. Okay? We're going to see. Grimes is going to turn it out. Grimes ain't going to freeze up. Grimes is going to show up. Okay? So we're going to see what happens. It's going to be very interesting summer, y'all, because that's going to make determinations as to what they do next. Mikal Bridges is going to be the top target of the Knicks this summer. And not just the Knicks. There's going to be at least, I'm going to tell you, there's probably going to be conservatively 5 to 10 teams that are going to be targeting Mikal Bridges this summer. There's going to be a lot of teams looking for him. Okay? And draft night, you're going to see a lot of offers out there. He's the best asset they got, and they know that. Okay? They know that. Okay? So we're going to see how this turns out. Yes, apparently the Knicks talked to Detroit before they talked to Portland. They were talking to Detroit about Sadiq first. And interesting enough, said both Sadiq and Josh Hart were Villanova kids. Both of them Villanova kids. Okay, both of them Villanova kids. So they were going to get a Villanova Wildcat one way or the other. Now, about OG Anunoby. Come on, man. Why is Masai Ujiri, the second coming of Danny Ainge, the chocolate-covered Danny Ainge, why is he offering OG? And y'all remember what I told y'all maybe like a week ago? I said, what did I tell you? I said, all Toronto needs is a 5. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I say that? I said, all Toronto needs is a 5. They got the squad. They just need a solid 5 guy. And I forgot that they had drafted Portal. I forgot they drafted him and traded him for Kawhi. They got him back now. Watch Toronto. They're going to be rough. And I don't understand why would they be trading OG, though. They got now Portal. They got Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., Boucher, and of course, the kid. They got all of that. Scotty Barnes. Why would they be trading OG? I wouldn't trust that Negro as far as I could throw him. Forget OG. He might have some issue we don't even know about. Forget OG. Let some other sucker step up and get him. Okay? And I don't understand. Why did Denver trade Bones Highland? I don't get that. Why did Denver trade Bones Highland? I don't understand that one either. I think he's going to the Clippers. Isn't that right, y'all? I think he's going to the Clippers. Was that what it was? Immaturity? Okay. I think he's going to the Clippers. I don't get it. I was like, why they trade? Like last night, I was watching the Miami-Indiana game, and the announcers mentioned that they traded Dedmon because he mouthed off to one of the coaches. That's Tibbs style, too. That's probably what happened with Cam. They said he mouthed off to one of the coaches, and ever since then, he didn't play, and they traded him. That sounds like Cam Reddish. But anyway, so maybe it was a mouth-off situation. I don't know. But he's on the Clippers, now. So I don't know. But, yeah, I never liked the Levine talk. I thought it was crap from the beginning. It wasn't – see, listen, y'all. It wasn't reported by Woj. Wasn't reported by Sham, wasn't reported by Ian. In fact, Ian, the one came out and said, no, there's going to be no Levine trade. Which most of these other cats are garbage. Sometimes Mark Stein comes up with something. Sometimes. And I mean that. Sometimes. Most times it's garbage. So when I heard and I said, well, it wasn't from none of the three wise men, forget it. Not happening. I mean, think about it. The Don is smart, right? Some of y'all gonna learn the Don is smart. The Don ain't no dummy. He playing chess, man. He ain't playing checker. He playing three-dimensional chess. Why would he sign a $215 million dude with 1.5 legs? No, seriously. A pogo stick with 1.5 legs. Why would he do that? What's wrong with that? Don't make no sense. You understand? That don't make no sense. Chicago overpaid for him. What the Knicks gonna take that on for? Now, if it was Isaiah Thomas, he'd be a Knick today. And we'd have gave up 3 first-rounders for him if it was Isaiah Thomas. Shoot. He'd be a Knick today. He'd be a Knick right now. Shoot, second coming of Antonio McDyess. That's what I'm saying. The Don ain't stupid. The Don's smart, okay? 3-dimensional chess, my babies. 3-dimensional chess, brothers and sisters. That's all I'm saying to you. That's what he did. So when he heard that, I said, did it come from the I said, who's the source? Is it Rose? No. Is it Champ? No. Is it E? No. That's part of the reason me and certain people had beef. He was trying to quote some NBA Central bull crap, and I said, man, you better get out of here with that crap. That's my friend. I said, oh, then you got some dumb behind friend. Then he said, well, he writes for Forbes. I said, Forbes is a bunch of crap too, the capitalist too. You proved my point. Anyway. Anyway, like I said, I'm into the Knicks. So this summer is going to be very interesting. Obi Toppin, from what, and I don't know, Berman, y'all see what Berman said about it. Berman said that World Wide West has a love affair with Obi Toppin. I think Berman, I love Mark Berman. I ain't going to front, but I think he's a bit dramatic. I think the Knicks might trade Obi. And I think Obi could be involved with this deal for Mikal Bridges. I think it could be a sign and trade. And I think Obi could be a piece, because that's a piece you build around. That's the type of piece you build around. Okay? That's the piece you build around. So right now, some of y'all still wet dreaming about Melo. Yo, you know Melo like 100 years old, right? I mean, he's a nice dude and everything. I hope his son grow up to be something, Melo like 100 years old. Chucky, if Bridges keeps the Nets in the playoff spot, they will get good return for him. No, I think they want to. If I'm the Nets, I wish I'd have sold off everybody. I'm trying to play all my kids and get in the lottery if I'm the Nets. Right? Don't you think Scoot would be good for the Nets? If Scoot came to the Nets, would that be a good thing? If Scoot came to the Nets, I think they'd be in good shape. You know what I'm saying? Scoot and Cam Thomas. I think that's a good backcourt right there for the future. Yeah, that's why they got to get some cash out, right? That's why they got to get some. They got to go get some. Okay? They need to go get some. I know, but they got to go get some. They got to get somebody else's trades. That's what you get trades for. Go get somebody else's picks. That's how you got to do it. Retooling. Okay, that's true. Retooling. I'll give you that. Walter, well, who said that? Knicks will be 2026 NBA champions. I agree with both of those statements. Both your name and your statement. They might be retooling. That's true. They're still going to be in a play-in. They're going to be in a play-in this year. They're going to be in a play-in. Okay. I got tickets already, Berto Lopez. I got tickets, man. I got tickets, and I got one to sell because my man can't make it. I got one to sell. Anybody interested in going to that game on the 23rd? I got 2 tickets. Section 106, row 8. I got 2 tickets. I'm trying to get rid of one. Thanks, son from Brooklyn. We should have drafted Mikal instead of Knox. It would be nice to get him. That's right. $10 super chat. Thank you. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Time to come full circle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the Knicks can move up in the standings. They really can. I think the Knicks have a chance to finish 5th. I don't know about 4th, but 5th, I think we got a shot at it. I want to see what happens. I'm pretty sure we can get 6th. 5th is going to be a fight, but we can win the fight. It's going to be a dog fight, but we can win it. Port St. Lucie. Okay, well, just email me, man. Email me. Like I said, just email me. Y'all go Raw Hebrew Remnant 12 at Gmail, and then we could talk about it. The Knicks getting Victor who? Victor who? Dang, man, that's a strong pill you took, bro. There is some help available for the drug problems. I will tell you, you got hope. There's help available for the drug problems. Okay, there's help available. Yeah. You mean Obi? I hope that, listen, I would love for the Knicks to keep Obi. That's me being selfish because Obi is, to me, starter level talent coming off my bench. Okay. I hope you're right. Hey, Craig McQueen, I love your energy, baby. I love your energy. He said 4th, book it. All right, I'm going to book it, baby. I'm going to book it then. I'm going to book it. I'm going to book it, Craig. I got you. But he's a starter coming off the bench. That's what Obi Toppin is. He's a starter coming off the bench, but he can't play because you got workhorse Julius Randle. Workhorse Julius Randle having 35, 36, 37 minutes a game. What you going to do? You know what you going to do? Okay, it's difficult. Okay, and Tibbs has his wing rotation that he wants. Really, now he really got it. I mean, you had Grimes and RJ and IQ. That was your wing rotation. Now you add Josh Hart to it. He got his wing rotation, man. He got what he wanted there. So, you think this summer is well? Let me see now. And you know what? Woj. Speaking of that, Andrew Abraham, Woj said something very interesting. He said that. And I think he's wrong. So before I even quote, I want to tell you I think Woj is off on this. But he said, Woj said that there's no more long-term sustainable winning. That's what he said. He said there's no more long-term sustainable winning. He said because the players have all the power. And he said that, it don't matter what they locked into. Like Kevin Durant is not a free agent, but he got the trade, right? So he's saying he can get traded anytime they want. And he's pretty much right on that when it comes to the top level superstars. He's absolutely right on that. Let's see now. MB got 47 million coming next year, 51 million coming in next year, 54.4 the year after that. And then he got a player option for 58. Man, that's a tough nut to swallow, baby. That's a tough nut to swallow. I hear you. When you want to play a Monopoly, if you want Boardwalk, you got to play. You got to pay to get Boardwalk and Park Place. And that's what we're talking about right now, Boardwalk and Park Place. Yes, you are. You're right. It's expensive, right? It's expensive. Whoo, though. There going, man. Whoo, that's a tough one, Andrew. That's a tough one to swallow, baby, because we would be on the hook. But this is the thing. In the same conversation that Woj said that, I forgot who else was on it, but somebody else said, but wait a minute, Giannis ain't going nowhere. He said, Dame Dollar ain't going nowhere. He said, they spending their whole career on their teams. He said, so that's not true, that everybody, the superstar is going to leave. There's a couple of temperamental dudes. We know Kyrie Irving is. He's proven it. We know Kevin Durant is. He's proven it. So there's a couple of temperamental dudes out there, but not all of them are like that. I think Giannis is going to be in Milwaukee for life. I think the Joker is going to be in Denver for life. I think, Dame Dollar's going to finish his career in Portland. So, not everybody. Bradley Beal probably going to finish his career in Washington. So not everybody, jumps off and say, I'm going to go chase this ring. Not everybody does that. Some superstars stay on their teams, right? So you can build, and the San Antonio Spurs are a perfect example. So, and you know what else? The same dude said this. He said that, you know what the magic number is for Memphis? And they said, what? He said the magic number is 11. He said, 11? He said, yeah, because they drafted 11 players and they haven't traded one of them. And where's Memphis right now? They second in the West. They drafted 11 players and haven't traded anybody they drafted. Now, they were probably willing to do it for Mikal Bridges, but the Nets said no. Okay. Memphis is a great team, my brother. Giannis won a chip. Dame Dollar's Portland Trailblazers have seen better days. With McCollum was on there and they had the squad. They was fighting at one point, so they seen better days. So has Bradley Beal's Washington Wizards, right? But Tim Duncan, there's that one. Dirk Nowitzki, there's that one. There's dudes that stay in the same team, struggle with their team, and then end up winning with their team. I can't really say Jay with the sauce. I really can't because I'm not an NBA player and I don't know what it feels like to have, millions of dollars in my pocket. I don't know. I appreciate Dame Dollar's character to want to stay with his team and make his team a winner from where he is. I appreciate that. I put it that way. I admire that fortitude. I admire that. I'd rather that, and I think that's loyalty. That's right. And I'd rather, and I like that better, for example, than LeBron. LeBron go hunting and then recruiting to try to win a chip, right? That's why a lot of people have art with LeBron, and I kind of understand it. I appreciate LeBron's talent as a generational talent. But this, Miami, Cleveland, LA, and everybody has to go follow him and win the chip. And so I appreciate Dame Dollar better. Okay, I appreciate Giannis. Okay, I like that better. They stay with their team. They try to win with their team. I appreciate a Bradley Beal. Okay. Yeah, they will trade you unless you're a superstar. They won't trade a superstar unless they're stupid. Right? Right? If it's a superstar, Portland wasn't trading Dame Dollar. They just gave him $50 million a year. And Milwaukee ain't trading Giannis. So I'm saying we're talking about superstars. We're not talking about, regular, top-notch NBA players even. We're talking about superstars. They're not trading no superstar now. Like Boston will trade everybody except Jason Tatum. They're not trading Jason Tatum. You see what I'm saying? It's superstar. Yeah, we're talking about superstar. So, and that's what they were saying. They were saying superstars can go anywhere they want, anytime they want. And that's true. And they were saying that there's no long-term sustainable winner. I don't know about that because Dame Dollar, like I'm saying, and Dame, Ja, Giannis, Bill, these cats were drafted by the teams they were on. Like he said, the Memphis team drafted 11 players, and all 11 players are still on their team. Yep, Dirk stayed in Dallas. That's what I'm saying. Tim Duncan stayed in San Antonio. So I'm saying, to me, I think he's wrong. I guess my point is there is still long-term sustainable winning. You just have to have the patience for it. Okay? And what I'm really happy about is that Don got the patience. The fan base may not, but if you notice, he ain't paying y'all no attention. He ain't even having no press conference. And it was driving Mark Berman into retirement. Mark Berman was so mad that he was like, Don ain't having it. He said, I ain't telling you nothing. And when I do say it, I'm going to say it in front of my own people and let you hear it. Or I'll write you a little note. But I ain't telling you nothing. I like that. Keeps his mouth shut. Nobody know what the Don doing until it gets done. I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth shut. Keep it on a DL till it's time to get it done. Everybody else is talking. Don can't quiet. See? And sometimes Ian Begley don't even just blurt out anything. So when you hear from him, he's got somebody and they can trust him to keep his mouth shut until it's time. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Yep, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, both of them. Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could build a winner. Now you do need to draft a superstar. I will give you that. You do need to draft a superstar. You need to draft one and develop that guy. You need that Ja. You need that that Luka. You need that dude. Okay, and that's what every team that's in the top 5 is hoping for. They're hoping to get that guy. Okay, they're hoping to get that Kawhi Leonard. They're hoping to get that guy that's going to be the guy that they can build around. Okay, now the Knicks right now, like I said, we don't got Batman yet. Julius is trying to be Batman, and I hope the brother succeeds for our sake. But We got a whole bunch of Robins, right? We got a whole bunch of Robins. We just missing Batman right now. Okay. And Mikal Bridges ain't Batman either, but he is such a strong, he's Robin on steroids. I'll give him that. He's Robin on steroids. Okay. He Robin on steroids, boy. I don't know. So I would hope. I am disappointed in this, and I'm still getting over it. Jock asked if I would have went after Kyrie. I'm still disappointed. I'm not going to front. I wanted Emmanuel Quickley to be the starting point guard for the Knicks. And I still think that if Emmanuel Quickley was starting point guard for the Knicks, we'd be right where we are right now. I think he would. We would. Okay. So I didn't want them to sign Brunson because I wanted Quick to be the starter and I wanted Deuce right behind him. I'm not worried about Deuce. I know Quick is good, man. I really believe Quick is that good. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. I wanted Quick to get the keys. And I wasn't being unrealistic because I knew they were going to give Deuce the keys, but Deuce would be the first guard off the bench. So I said, okay, let Quick got the key. I wasn't worried about that. I was a little disappointed. I'll be frank. I do want Deuce to start, but I knew there's a pecking order. Okay, there's a pecking order. And I knew that that's a pecking order. I wasn't even worried about Deuce this year. I'm glad he's in the rotation, but I was thinking more about next year for Deuce, but I was willing to wait, for Deuce to get his turn. I did want Deuce to start, though. I love Deuce. But I'm saying I wanted IQ to get the keys. That's Tibbs' grandson, right? That's Tibbs' grandson. I wanted him to get the keys. And as it turns out, he's another dude that's coming off the Knicks bench, and he's starter level dude coming off the Knicks bench, starter level. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. The Knicks, nobody wants to mess with the Knicks in the playoffs, man. I don't care what seed, if they're in the 6th or the 5th. Nobody wants to deal with the Knicks in the playoffs. That's right. Obi's from Brooklyn. Exactly. He wouldn't even have to pack his bags to go nowhere. He's still in New York. And Obi getting 35 minutes a game in Brooklyn. I put that on my league pass. I want to see that. Shoot. Obi and Cam Thomas. Shoot. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Yeah, I think Deuce stays in the rotation. I think Deuce is still the first guard behind Brunson. And I think Quick is the first guard behind Grimes. And I think Josh is the first forward behind RJ. And I think RJ's minutes will be reduced. That's what I think. I think RJ is going to lose he's not going to get, I think he's going to get down to like 31, 32 minutes. I don't think you're going to see him getting 40. I think he's going to get a little less than that. No, Grimes starts. Grimes starts, man. Grimes starts. I still believe that Grimes is Allen Houston 2.0. I haven't given up on that because I believe he really is Allen Houston 2.0. No, he's not coming on the bench. That brother should start. And let's just break it down by skill level. Grimes plays just as good a defense as anybody in the NBA at the 2-guard spot. Am I lying? Grimes plays just as good of defense as anybody in the NBA at the 2-guard spot. Anybody. And he plays just as good. I'm not saying he's the best, but he plays just as good a defense as anybody you can name at the 2-guard spot. Anybody you can name. Okay. He got the makings of a sweet Jada. Does he not? Doesn't he have the makings of a sweet jumper? I mean, you can see the form. It's coming, right? He has a high IQ. So let's compare him with Josh Hart. Josh Hart plays good defense. Grimes plays good defense. So let's call that even. Let's say Josh Hart is a playmaker and Grimes is a playmaker. Let's call that even. Okay? Josh Hart is a top rebounding at the 2-guard spot, and hey, so is Grimes. Can we say that? Let's call that even. But Grimes is the better shooter. Grimes was drafted by the Knicks. Grimes is being developed, and he was chosen by Tibbs. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And we still got Roka's Joker Body. That's right, Kevin. I don't even know what they're going to do with him. I don't even know. You see how stacked we are. What we going to do with Roku? I don't know. Maybe he goes to Brooklyn too. He could go to Brooklyn too. Him, Obi, Fournier's expiring contract, 3 number ones. Let's get us Mikal over here. Yeah, but I'm saying, but he's on that level. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not exactly alike, but he's going to have a similar career, just as much success, if not more, than Allen Houston had when he was in it. That's all I'm saying. Similar career. No, Obi ain't even scratched the surface. Obi hasn't even scratched the surface, Lee. He ain't even. That's the point. That's why everybody's calling about him. He hasn't scratched the surface. He hasn't even. You ain't even seen Obi yet. You ain't. You saw some Obi last year in the end of the season when he was getting 30 minutes a game. Did y'all seen that? Y'all seen Obi at the end of the last season? Y'all seen him that's Obi. What you saw at the end of last year, I know it was the end of the season, but that's Obi. That's Obi right there. Okay? That's Obi. If you gave him those minutes all the time, you'd see that. That's Obi right there. Okay? You just saw like, what was it, 5, 6, 7 games of it, flash of it? That's Obi. Okay? That's him. He's going to get you Amari Stoudemire numbers, 20 and 8, 20 and 9 every night. That's Obi. Okay? Why would we do that? Because we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. How many times do I got to say that? Because with him, we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's why. What part of that don't you get? We go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Do you want to win or don't you? Oh my gosh, man. He plays 80 games a year. He's all NBA defense. He shoots 40% from 3. You put him next to Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle, and you don't understand that's Eastern Conference Final pick? All right, I can't tell you. I can't explain that. Shalom, Organic. I can't help you. I'm trying to tell you, but okay. I'm trying to tell you. Yes. Thank you, Organic. Try to tell you. That's why you would have Grimes at the 2, lockdown defender. You would have Mikal Bridges at the 3, lockdown defender. You would have Mitch Rob at the 5. And you won't understand why I would give up a lot to get him. Okay. Okay then, man. Okay. Nothing else I can tell you, man. Hey, like they say in the Bronx, we got to see what happens. That's all. We got to see what happens. That's all. That's all I can tell you. But that's how good the Knicks would be with Mikal Bridges. And I'm saying I would only give up one of Obi, IQ, or RJ. I wouldn't give up 2 of them. 1. But I give them the picks they want. They want 3 picks. They want 4 picks. We can talk about that. And I'm going to give you one of them cats, probably Obi. And I'm going to give you your picks. Okay. But now we got the rest of them. The Knicks would be problems right there. Yeah, I'm talking about Bridges. The brother was saying, I don't understand why why would you give up all that for Bridges? I'm trying to explain. That's the brother that would get us to the ECF. That's the guy. But the team we have right now, that's the guy. I think Hart was a good pickup because he can play defense, very strong defender, high IQ, high motor, rebounder. Plus, he scores, like he's not a 3-point shooter, but he scores in mid-range. So that's no, it's not too late, Ernesty. You came in late, Ernesty. You came in late. I'm not gonna give you the mustard. Let's just catch up. So let me help you. The Nets had multiple offers for Mikal Bridges. They said they're gonna wait till the summer. They're waiting till the summer. They're not gonna keep him. They're waiting till the summer. It's too late this season, but we ain't worried about that. We talking about long term, baby. We ain't worried about that. Nah, yeah, you're right. They gave away. You're right about that, Knicks 100 AGM. I'll give you that. They gave away too much to get Pillsbury Doughboy just to send him to Philly. They did. I ain't gonna front. They did. This is Grimes' second year, so 2 more seasons. So this is 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25. He's extension eligible the summer of 2024 or 2025. He's extension eligible. Salute New York Knicks, the new Knicks city and squad. Salute y'all. Yeah, he's extension eligible either 2024 or 2025. I'm not sure which one. Hart, I don't know. If we get healthy Mitch and get Sims, and Sims is our guy, I don't know if we need Hart, but I don't want to say that right now. Right now, he's helping us win, so let's just keep that going. Don't say that, Kid Studios. Don't say that. He's only 26. The kid. I think he's durable, man. He's durable. He's just one of them durable cats. But Knicks 100 AGM. This is the league, bruh. The Knicks have won 30 games. Every team can get shot over, man. Come on, bruh. Every team can get shot over. What you think? You didn't win 30 games, man. This ain't no scrub team. It ain't like we losing every game. These 4 games over 500. It's all right. Every team has a weakness, bruh. Every team does. There's no NBA team with no weaknesses. Every NBA team has a weakness. Too small for what? We won 30 games, man. They won 30 games. Too small for what? Too small to win 30 games? Come on, bruh. Too small for what? That's what I'm seriously doing. What are we too small for? They're going to make the playoffs. What are we too small for? You think they're in their championship window? They too small for a championship window, but they're not in their championship window. Okay? They're not in their championship window. So we're not worried about that. We'll fix that later, okay? Every team has weaknesses. Enjoy where we at. Right now, the Knicks are battling for the 6th seed. Yeah, they won a title like yesterday, but you got to do it the right way. That's right. Sleep. You got to do it the right way. Right now, we're not in our championship window. If we get Mikal Bridges, we would be. Okay? Yes, I'm thinking D-Crown 00X is right. I think summertime is going to be very interesting this year. Very interesting. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting summer this year. Peace and blessings, Michael Drake. Thank you and welcome and double back on you, brother. But yeah, so I just wanted to go over those things. But yes, Hart's a solid trade, a solid acquisition. Tibbs was with it, so that's good. We probably see a 10-man rotation. Bridges is not finished yet. Summer's going to be interesting, and there's a lot of interest in Obi Toppin, which is going to be interesting because he's coming up on time for an extension. It's going to be very interesting. Now, Obi hasn't complained about anything. He hasn't said anything, hasn't complained about anything. And if he's happy, I'm happy. If he wants to stay in New York and come off the bench, I'm happy with that. But I think Obi's a starter, and I think his people know that, and I think he knows that, and we'll see what happens. Because, I did a video, I think it was the summer before this past one, or maybe it was this past summer, that Obi was we're going to come to this. This was going to happen. I knew it. This was coming because Obi's too good, man. They drafted him 8th overall, and he's that guy. So you're gonna have people interested in him. Yeah, I am glad he's still a Knick. That here we are going on to February 10th, and Obi Toppin is still a New York Knick. I am also happy about that, Michael Drake. I am very happy about that. But I would have traded him for Mikal Bridges. I would have sent him to Brooklyn to his people for Mikal Bridges. I would have did it. Him and D Rose and Fournier and 4 picks, whatever they want. We'd have did that. Okay. I'm thinking a 5 guy, a guy at the 5. There's so much happened today, John Mark, that I don't think Dedmon's going to be that dude because the attitude that caused him to get let go from Miami. But there's somebody out there that's a 5 that got bought out. Who was it? Kevin Love is too late. He's not going nowhere. There's a 5 that got bought out today. I forgot who it was. So many happened. So much happened. Love RJ and Obi, but for Bridges, bye RJ Obi. That's right. Demo B. Thanks for the $5. You with me? You understand? Yeah, all day, every day. But Ibaka, thank you, Cash Out James. Ibaka. Serge Ibaka would be a good guy to pick up for insurance on the minimum deal. What y'all think? I think a minimum deal, Serge Ibaka, one in Knicks. I think that'd be cool. He speaks French. Him and Fournier could talk that wee on the end of the bench. Right? Be all right. You know, in case you need some veteran help, they can go wee, croissant and all that. End of the bench. Parlez-vous, you know. They could do all that. And if we need them, we got them. I'm talking about end of the bench, Joe Curry. He's not going to be like your superstar. He's not going to be playing major minutes. He's talking about if we lose two more, or Sims get hurt, or Hartenstein get hurt, he'd be a guy that come in there at the end of the bench, man. You know what I mean? I think both Jeffries and Keels, well, it's a long shot. I didn't like the Keels pick anyway, but it's a long shot. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. I don't think Terrence has asked for a buyout. Has he, Guilford? Has he asked for a buyout? I don't think he has. I mean, if he does, I didn't even know Greg Brown was still in the league. Is Greg Brown still in the league? I honestly, I thought he was cut and gone to Europe or something. Yeah. And you know, it's interesting. They sent our boy back to Houston. They sent our boy back to Houston. They sent John Wall back to Houston. He left Houston, and they said, Houston said, return to sender. The Clippers said, return to sender. Oh, is he about to be bought out? Oh, I don't know then. I don't know. I don't think the Knicks would get him, honestly, because we kind of stacked already. Tibbs got his rotation, man. He got his guys, so we ain't getting that. But a guy at the end of the bench that's insurance, like a guy like, because Ross is too good to be at the end of the bench as insurance. He's like Fournier. I mean, he could shoot the rock, so you're not gonna, no. But a guy like Ibaka, yeah, somebody like that. Yeah, they did Wall dirty, man. Wall came to Clippers from Houston, and they said, return to sender. He going back to Houston. Terrence Ross in Orlando. You know, the Knick killer. He's killed the Knicks on many occasions. Didn't do it this past week, though, but on many occasions. Yeah, that's right, Andrew Abrahams. That's right. But anyway, he wouldn't play anyway. I mean, if Fournier's not getting no time, neither would Ross. So it's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen. Yep, Pistons got Wiseman. Hey, all right. This is where you can say Golden State gave up on Wiseman. You can say that. Y'all agree? Golden State gave up on James Wiseman. Drafted him. What did they get him? Second overall. And they gave up on him. Yeah, they gave up on him, man. I'd be leery of him too. And I don't know what Detroit, I don't know, because Duran, that boy could play. I mean, he's a rookie. You know, he's going to need a couple of years, but he ain't playing in front of Duran. And they got Isaiah Stewart. Beef Stew is the real deal too. So I don't know. Is that what it was? Because, yeah, they gave up on him, man. They gave up on him. It depends, because Duran is good. Y'all know they got Jalen Duran, right? Duran is good, man. And he's a rookie. Yeah, so James Wiseman ain't taking Duran's place. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know what Portland do. But hey, listen, can Cam get 25, 30 minutes a game, though? That's all I care about. I'm going to be watching Portland now. Can Cam get 25, 30 minutes a game? That's what I want to know. Can he do that? Let's see Cam get some minutes over there. Let's see Cam do his thing, man. I think it's going to be fun to watch. Well, Bostino, if Wiseman could play, why is he not on Golden State no more? They drafted him second overall. If he could play, why was he in the G League and then gets just traded? Why? If he could play. This is the league, man. If he's that good, he should be playing. He's not. Hey, so wait a minute. Did they trade Wiseman for first round picks? Did they trade Wiseman for a number one? I mean, that's what it cost them to get him, right? Did they trade him for number 1 picks? I mean, he can play. They must. How many number 1s they got for him? Oh, they got 2nd-round picks for him. Oh, I see. Now he ain't taking Jalen Duren's place. I'm sorry. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. And he may not even play in front of Isaiah Stewart. In fact, I don't think he's going to. He got to prove himself there as well. So, Bustino, I hear you. But how many years? I mean, how many years ago was Wiseman drafted? What draft? Let me see. Hang on. I'm going to look him up right now. I'm all for giving dudes 2nd and 3rd chances, especially, they got drafted in the league. It ain't easy. So he was drafted in 2021. So he was drafted in 2021. He's still a young boy. He's about to be 22 years old, drafted in 2021. I mean, you might, I don't know. We see what happens. But I'm going to tell you right now, I can guarantee you right now, he's not going to play in front of Duren. Duren is good. He's not playing in front of Duren. He is not. Okay, I'm going to guarantee you that right now. Jalen Duren in Detroit is a cornerstone. I'm telling you, watch Detroit now. When K come back, they're going to have Duren. They got Jaden Ivey. These cats are good. They're going to be really good coming down the pike. Yeah, it's a small chance, Craig, but let's get a boy his dream. He's only been around, 2 years, right? No, in Detroit because he can get paid. Because it's $10 million. That's why. Oh, man. That's right, Bustino. 2 teams were willing to give up Chauncey Billups, and he went to Detroit and Larry Brown and won the chip. You're right. Became Mr. Big Shot. But you think that's like normal? Does that happen all the time? Babe Ruth can come back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can hit lotto tomorrow. A lot of things can happen, right? But the likelihood, though, I don't know. I wouldn't say Jalen Duren is less talented than Wiseman. I've been watching Detroit. Detroit's one of the teams I watch a lot. So I don't think Wiseman is better than Jalen Duren. I just don't think he is. Jalen Duren's the real deal, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, he really is, man. Yes, the Knicks are better than the Nets. The Knicks are better than the Nets. I expect the Nets to slide into the play. They're not going to. And Jock Vaughn's a good coach, but you just lost 2 superstars. Come on now. You just lost 2 superstars. 2. He's a good coach now, but he ain't even got a bunch of Robins over there right now. Aside from Mikal Bridges, and they better hope he don't get hurt. It's on the hokey doke. Is that what it was? Yeah, Duren is really good, man. I'm just telling y'all. I didn't want him because it take about 3 years. You got to go through that 3-year process. He fouls a lot. Goes for jumps up in the air and all that. But he's the goods, man. Jalen Duren's the goods. In about 3 seasons, 2 more after this, with Cade Cunningham going into his 4th season, with Jaden Ivey going into his 3rd season. They're going to get some more picks. They still got Killian Hayes was been rocking also. I like Detroit in the future. That's a future team. I would bet on them for playoffs in about 2 seasons. And I like them for that, man. They're going to show out. Yeah, I don't know what Vaughn is a good coach, though. I mean, I don't know how he is in a rebuilding situation, but that's where they're at right now. So I don't know. I mean, they're going to be scrappy, but they don't have that superstar to get them off the top. Honestly, from the 2 rosters, the Knicks and the Nets right now, Julius Randle, the best player of both rosters. I'm just saying. From both rosters now, Julius Randle's the best player of both rosters, followed by Jalen Brunson. Okay? Best player of both rosters. Just saying. Aside from McCall. I got to give McCall in there too. But Brunson and Julius, I mean, it's because I'm not even counting McCall as part of that team. I just know they're going to trade him in the summer, I just know they're going to trade him in. So, but so yeah, I like that, Stu. But my man's trying to. My man Curry, man. Curry, I don't know what you do for them, but you should be a writer. I mean, shoot. If they paying some of these dudes to write this slop, your trades will be definitely better than theirs. You come up with some imaginative mess. I ain't front. Joe Curry got an imagination like Walter Mitty, boy. I ain't front. He does. Joe Curry come up with some elaborate mess. Be like 15 chess moves. for the dude end up. I'm serious, man. They play, listen, they pay some of these dudes on NBA Central. They should pay Joe Curry. Shoot, for real. You should get a paycheck for them. You got an imagination like Walter Mitty, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? He good, man. I'm saying. My man. I know. Ooh, you know the Knicks play Brooklyn Monday, right? Derrick Rose still here. You know why Derrick Rose still here? Honestly, seriously. He expires this summer. Why send him anywhere? He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. He can go to any team he wants this summer, and he can go to a contender if he wants. He can sign a veterans minimum on the top 5 team in the NBA next summer. He could do that. So why get rid of him now? Don't sell him for assets. That's a dude, that's your homie. So he sticks around. He expires this summer. He can go anywhere he wants. Okay, that's $15 million off the books, and he goes any place he wants. Yeah, he go anywhere he wants. Well, they're not going to exercise a team option. He's not getting another $15 million. So he's expiring. So that $15 million is going to be off the books, and he can go anywhere he wants. Okay, he's getting overpaid as it is. $15 million. $15 million. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money for a dude that's, on the other side of his prime, So, but he could help a playoff team, like a Bucks team who was interested in him. He can help a Bucks team. He could go there for a veterans minimum next summer, and he can get his money and get into the playoffs. He could do that. Yeah, he could do that. He could do that. He's not going anywhere, so we're going to have D Rose this season. So he's still a Knick. D Rose is still a Knick. Fournier is still a Knick. Obi Toppin is still a Knick. All right, Bostino, do you believe in statistics? I mean, I've watched the boy from Villanova, but if you believe in statistics, go look at his stats. Go look at Mikal Bridges' stats. Okay, look at his wingspan. And he was in the All-NBA defensive team last year. Go look at his wingspan. Look at his stats. Did you see him in the finals? Did you remember seeing him in the finals? Do you remember seeing him in the run-up to the finals? The last time I think 2 seasons ago, they was in the final. You need to go back and look at that video, man, because you'll see it then. You'll see it then. Okay? Look at the big shots he was hitting down the stretch in the playoff games. Look at the lockdown defense. No, he's not a number 1 option, but he don't need to be. We don't need him as a number 1 option. He's a lockdown defender. You see all those open looks RJ be missing all the time? He would hit them. Imagine that. You see those open looks RJ gets? Mikal Bridges would knock those shots down. You see all the back doors RJ gets tricked on? He wouldn't. You would never see that happen with Mikal Bridges. Ever. He's all NBA defense. I'm not even telling you he could be. He is. He's all NBA defense. 7-foot wingspan. That's what I'm saying to you. 40% from 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you don't see, but I just described to you a guy that you want at your 3 spot at 6'7". He can also play the 4. Just to let you know, he can play the 4 also. He can guard 4s. He can guard 3s. He can guard 2. He can guard all 5 positions. Okay, he can guard all 5 positions. That's why he's all NBA defense. He can guard all 5 positions. So no. And he played 82 games last year. There were 82 games in the season. He played 82. Okay, hard to say Carlos Valdez because we don't know until the summer gets here. We'll see. Nah, Bridges from the Hornets, man. He's radioactive, man. Once you get in trouble like that, no team wants to mess with you. That's why he's going back to the Hornets. No team want to mess with him. No team messing with him. You imagine the booze he's going to get beating up his wife? Are you kidding? Can you imagine? Think about this now. Julius Randle beat up his woman and smack that little boy that they always show him. Smack that little boy and beat up his woman. What you think going to happen in Madison Square Garden? Nah, man, he's radioactive. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. He's got a lot of work to do to clean up his rep. He's got a lot of work to do to clean up his rep. Okay, he got to clean up his rep, man. It's going to take at least a season to clean up his rep. Yeah, Yeah, Miles got to work. He got work to do. I wanted him too, but he got work to do. So yeah, Brooklyn might. That would be a good move for them. I thought they were going to get Fred VanVleet, but probably my boy was asking for too much. Kobe didn't rape nobody though. Kobe was found innocent. That's different. Kobe was found innocent. That's not the same thing. That's apples and oranges. That chick tried to trap Kobe and got busted. Tried to trap him. That wasn't, she had sex with him willingly and then tried to say she was raped, her and her trashy boyfriend trying to get some money. Yeah, that's a different thing. Don't be comparing that to Kobe. This dude beat up his woman, man, and then smacked around his kid. So that ain't the same thing. And pled guilty. No contest. Nah. Because I was talking about Miles Bridges, that he got a lot of work to do on his rep. And and somebody tried to compare it to Kobe, his rep. That's not the same thing. Kobe wasn't no rapist. Yeah, Kobe wasn't no rapist though. That wasn't And that was a trap. Kobe was stupid. He got trapped. He got trapped, man. They played him. Yeah, Miles Bridges. Yeah, somebody mentioned Miles Bridges. Talent is there, but nobody touching him. He's radioactive. The only person gonna get him is Charlotte, and they're gonna get him cheap. Yeah, sorry, Rich. Oh man. Now, Sprewell had to restore his reputation. Do you know how long it took for Sprewell to restore his reputation? It took a year away from the game. He couldn't play for a year. And then the Knicks got, it was a year and a half actually. And then the Knicks got him. That's what I'm talking about. He had to stay away from the NBA for a year and a half, and then he could play. See? And he had to restore his rep, and he came to the Knicks and did it. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Plus, PJ Carmelo had it coming. PJ had it coming. PJ had it coming. I wasn't sad. I told him it was one of those things that, well, he shouldn't have did it, but I understand. PJ was a jerk. He had it coming. Yeah, man, I remember PJ Carmelo when he coached at Seton Hall, man. He one of them dudes that tried to treat every brother like he was their daddy and yelling at them in mess. He tried that mess on Sprewell, and Sprewell said, you better keep your distance, son. And when he didn't, he caught the wrath. That's what happened that day. When he didn't, he caught the wrath. You know what I'm saying? You calm down. Come on, this ain't college, this the league. And he didn't understand that until Sprewell's hand was wrapped around his throat. Now, I ain't saying he should have did it, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, Sprewell put mustard on his neck. Sprewell put mustard on that boy's neck. Shoot, he caught the wrath, man. Coming out this ain't Seton Hall, son. This is the league. You crazy? No. So yeah, he had to stay out for a year and a half behind that mess, man. He had to stay out for a year and a half behind it. So he had to restore his rep as well. See, so that's where Miles Bridges is now. He got to restore. Now that's a good comp. Sprewell and Miles Bridges. That's a good comp right there. That's a good comp because Sprewell had to restore his rep. Took a minute, and then he came back. Miles is in the same position. He's got to restore his rep. He's gonna go through some stuff because now there's much more social media than there was when Spree did it. It's my camera. It's much more social media when Spree did it, man. But anyway, I was only supposed to stay on here for half an hour, man. See, y'all messing me up up here all late and mess. But listen, tomorrow the Knicks play Philly. I don't know. I can't guarantee a win, but I'm going to say the Knicks are going to be scrappy. The Knicks are going to fight to the end. Brunson's going to come at him. It's going to be in Philly. You know, he just got his number retired in Philly. It's going to be in Philly. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to see the game live, but I'm sure enough going to see it Saturday night. And then I'm going to be watching the Knicks against Utah Saturday night in the Madison Square Garden. They didn't announce Fanatic if he's playing tomorrow, but my guess is you probably see him against Utah on Saturday night. That's my guess. That's right. We got two hearts and the deuces wide. I like that. That's good. That's good, Jeff. That's good, Jeffrey. That's good. We got two hearts and the deuces wide. We got two hearts and the deuce of spades. They didn't say Edward. I'm assuming that it'll probably be Saturday night. That you'll probably see him Saturday night, unless he's hurt. They had him day to day on ESPN, but I don't think he's hurt. So I'm assuming he's going to he'll be back Saturday night. Let me see it. They got him listed as day to day, so I'm assuming he'll be here Saturday night or maybe Monday against Brooklyn. You'll see Hart, Josh Hart, either Monday against Brooklyn or Saturday night against Utah. I don't think you're going to see him tomorrow against Philly, though. Yeah. That's right. It's not the Garden. That whole Sambo thing with Friday Night Knicks. I hate that song. Oh, my God. So, yeah. It's not the Garden. They got a chance to win. Two hearts and deuce of spades. That's right. That's a book right there. Yeah, I think it's this weekend. I'm thinking this weekend or Monday. I don't think you got to wait later than the Brooklyn game on Monday. So I'm thinking it's either this weekend or Monday, but probably not tomorrow. Even though it's going to be in Philly, where both him and Jalen Brunson played their college career. So we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what Tibbs does. I want to wait till Tibbs didn't say anything. Ian was saying that Tibbs didn't say anything today. He's going to wait. Katz was saying Tibbs didn't say anything today. He's waiting until the trade is official before he speaks on it. So I'm sure he'll give a lot of information on it. Yeah, the Lakers then put together another microwave ready-made team for the championship. Let's see what happens this year. Anyway, y'all have a really good Thursday night. Be safe. Sorry, I'm fuzzy. And we'll talk tomorrow morning before the game, get this Philly thing wrapped up. And then tomorrow, Saturday night, I'll be looking at that game and then looking at the Knicks-Utah game. Let's get this done, y'all. Thank you all for the support. Appreciate that. Thank you all for the hangout. Appreciate that. Thank you all for the super chats. Appreciate that. Be well with your families. Yeah, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a war, right? Shalom.